Hello, in today's video I am going to show you how to use Planboard, which is an online planning system that is used to help a teacher plan for the lessons, for the schemes of work, the records of work, attendance, and even marks analytics rather, for the Kenyan Education system. Some of the things that you're going to need is either a mobile device like a laptop or a computer, and you're also going to need internet connection, but it does not take a lot of data. As you will see, it's quite fast and you're able to plan much better. So I'll take you through the login system all the way to setting up a semester and inputting your data for the various areas for lessons, attendance, and performance. So the first thing that you're going to need is to log in into Google and search Planboard. After you search Planboard, it's going to bring that tab. You click on it and it's going to bring the Chalk website, so you can see a demo, login, or if you haven't signed up, sign up for free. So I have already signed up, so I'm just going to quickly log in using my email. So it's going to bring the dashboard like so, with my profile, pretty much the date, the time, and the class is supposed to be going on at that particular time. So I'll go ahead and launch Planboard because that's where I want us to begin. It will load the day's classes and so on and so forth. So click on settings and go to Timetable. So it brings a semester for you to input your data. For example, you can see that's 2020, my term 1, and I even have last year's terms data in the same system. So you go to semester setting, and here is where you can input your semester and the date your term begins. So for example, next term, you can input at this particular point the beginning of the term to the end of the term. Go back to Planboard after you input your subjects. It's going to bring for you a template to input your subjects for the term. So this is how now you schedule those subjects that you have already input. I have 4 classes right now, as you can see, from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So once you click on one to schedule it, like I'm doing, it's going to bring you an option to input the time the class is and the time the class ends, and whichever day the class is, from Monday to Friday, and then you schedule the class. Once you click on schedule the class, it's going to save itself in the timetable. So you end up having a timetable that all your days from Monday to Friday, if that's how you teach, and all the classes for that particular week with the specifics input, like the date and the time. So once you click on Planboard, it's going to bring a preview of your week, for example, and all the classes you have for that particular week. So if you go ahead and click on any of the classes, like I'll click on that particular class, it brings for you space to input any data you'd like to put in. So these are my schemes, for example. It's a Word-like document that you can also share and save or export if need be. So I'll go to the Markboard part of the system, where it helps me to input data for my students in terms of how they've performed in their cuts and so on and so forth. So if I click on any class, for example, the Form 1 class, it will bring all the assessments they've done. Enables me to input the cut 1s or cut 2s. So if I take any other class, for example the Form 4 class, again it gives me an assessment of what they've done. It's data I input before, so you're able to input their names and all the data that they have. But better yet, it gives you an analytics of their performance. So for example, you can see here that's their grades so far in terms of percentages and in terms of grade symbols, submitted students' work, or those who have A's and B's and so on and so forth. So it's a great tool for that. Also keeps my attendance records for all my classes. Again, you just input the students' data once and it's able to bring up for you their class times, and if it's a class, the attendance list for you to mark. The best thing about it though is the analytics it gives for you. You can go ahead and print the attendance, and it also gives you an option to write whether the student was in class for school fees or any other issues. In terms of performance analytics plus the attendance analytics, just click on any, either attendance or markboard, like that. Select a specific class, so I'm selecting Form 1 for example. It will bring that up, cut 1 month that I had input for them. So if I go to PDF and I select student, it's going to bring up a report that includes all assessments, any observation, or the attendance for that particular term. So I create PDF. It quickly loads for me the students' data in terms of their performance and their analysis, ideally. So that's what this system helps me do and plan work for all my students, even in the Kenyan curriculum.